Hello, everyone. I'm sure we all have heard about 97% scientists believing in human-induced global warming or anthropogenic global warming. And this has been claimed by many influential people. For example,
when you see the government, when you see NASA, when you see other institutions say that 97% of climate scientists agree, do you think they're making it up? What I don't understand is how you square that.
That's a manipulated figure, and let me explain it to you. The government puts out about $2.5 billion directly for climate research every year. It only gives that money to scientists who will produce scientific results that support the global warming hypothesis.
That you believe that all the scientists in the world are grifters, honestly.
Not all scientists agree with you, Mr.
Secretary. 98% of all the scientists in the world.
Science isn't about agreement. It's not about consensus.
So I dive a little bit deeper so that you can decide for yourself. This claim of 97% consensus started to float around in 2013, around the same time when Cook et al. Published their paper, which I'm going to share with you. So this is the Cook et al. Paper that was published around May 2013. Where it was claimed that 97% of research scientists believe in human-induced global warming. And in this paper, Cook et al. Referred to 3,896 peer-reviewed papers, research papers, over a 21-year period. And these 3,896 papers out of 11,000 odd ones, in abstract, endorse the idea of human-induced global warming. So that's 97% based on their assertion. And these papers were published over 21 years, from 1991 to 2011. So think about it, 3,896 research papers over 21 years. So a quick back of the envelope calculation tells you that it's one peer-reviewed research paper published every other day. As a researcher myself, this is a little bit too much to take. Think of it this way. If you start finding a $10 bill every other day in the same street for 6 months, are you so lucky, or is someone trying to set you up? So you have to think for yourself. Let's put that aside. But one important question at this point is, how many good quality journals are there to publish something so prolifically over 21 years? And which journals were they? And more importantly, how many of these 3,896 research papers made the data public? And these are open questions, and very important questions, because many policies have been driven by this story about 97% scientists agreeing on something. For example, in June 2013, that's around the same time when this Cook et al. Paper was published. In June 2013, the following was stated in the US Congress. So you can check that in House Resolution 2231, Offshore Energy and Jobs Act, in the US congressional hearing. I have already uploaded this. And if you scroll, it says a word about climate change, and a statement was made to the effect that these are facts, not theories. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, reports that 97% of climate scientists agree that climate warming trends are very likely due to human activities. So these are facts, not theories. And they provide a note, number 54. So the note 54 provides you further direction on where you want to check. So available at this website. So the evidence apparently is available at this website. So I went to this website and it talks about scientific consensus. Let me zoom in. And NASA reminds us that it's important to remember that scientists always focus on the evidence, not opinions. So that's very important. And NASA further says scientific evidence continues to show, and this is a clickable thing here. So I click evidence and it takes me to error 404. The cosmic object that you were looking for has disappeared beyond the horizon. So is that the evidence that NASA is offering us? And to be fair, this was last accessed in 2013. So I give NASA the benefit of the doubt and assume that this is just a technical glitch. But NASA has a huge budget as far as I understand. I did a quick check and their budget for 2023 was around $25 billion or 26, assuming these figures are in millions. But I request NASA to release the data upon which these assertions are being made by the scientists at NASA. So surely with a budget of around $26 billion every year, NASA can afford to do that or even release the data for the public in the interest of transparency. So where does that leave us? We should be asking for evidence or data to be shared so that it can be examined in a transparent manner. Surely out of those 3,896 papers, the scientific community could release data for a handful of studies. And if the scientific community is unable to release the data, even for a handful of those 3,896 research papers, what does that tell you about the 97% climate scientists agreeing, as claimed by many influential people and climate scientists? So I leave you with that question. Thank you for watching.